Sawadee Krap from Isan. This is the second of my videos relating to the gardens at the farm, the family farm. This is the area that Gun's created to the left of the farmhouse as you look at it, that you'll see in my photos. These particular gardens here were created to surround a rice hut that we placed actually on the lake, on the pond, when it was expanded, I don't know, a couple of years ago. So we did the same brick paths that you've seen in our gardens at home. These are handmade in Si Bumariong, 1.5 baht each. And this path leads down firstly to the rice hut entrance on the right here, which if you walk down, that's a lovely shaded way to get down to the rice hut, which is closed up at the moment. But then looks out to the pond, and this is my floating sala or hut that I don't use enough. And then back again. If you follow that path straight through, you'll come to the gardens that Gun's created behind the rice hut. Need some weeding. Let's talk to my gardener about that. Yeah, this area is once again, this is probably a couple of years old as well, but lots of always flowers happening here. And bees. So it makes and this will all grow. This has become quite shady eventually. Gun enjoys making little sort of areas that are features, and then heading straight through, which I'm getting gravel for this path in the next few days, and then you come through that sort of garden area, and this is a little area itself. Some of these crops are sold, so there's two versions of eggplants here, chilies, and there will be some basil growing just at the back of the pond here. So it's almost it's a garden in itself. And then heading back. This used to have, those of you who follow my ramblings, you'll know this area used to have two beautiful shady jackfruit trees, but both of them died and have been taken out, and replacements have been planted, but it's going to be a few years before we get that lovely shade again. It's such a shame. Shade is so important in Isan, and yet so many people just cut down every tree they can get hold of. It's terrible. And this is there's a bathroom on the right, on the left, and a storeroom on the right. And of course Gun has, instead of just leaving the hand basin bleak, Gun's created a little garden around it. Her eye for detail is very unusual. And then there's an outside shower here for Lud. I'm not sure whether he uses it, and then new crops growing here. And then this is a lovely shaded area that heads down to the fields at the back of the farm. Mangoes to the right and overhead, and bananas on the left. So, those of you who live in Thailand will know that sound. And then looking around, this is my floating sala, which needs to be set up to be actually used. I'm going to put some work into this because it's such a lovely area and I don't use it that much, and I should do. Should is a bad word. Yeah, so that's another aspect of the farm gardens, and it's so unusual here in Isan, and what makes it such a pleasure to visit the farm and spend time here. Thank you for watching. Sawadee Cup.